Now, in this world we live in, there are lots of people that love cars. There are definitely different reasons to why people love cars. Some people like it because it takes them from point A to point B. Some people like it because they like the way certain cars look. Some people like the mechanics and the engine noises. And others, they like it for special reasons. Regardless of the reasons though, there are lots of people who love cars, and today I want to talk about the different types of car lovers. But number one, we have the wafflers. Now these are the type of people who pretend to be interested in cars to impress their friends and especially girls, when in reality they know nothing about cars. These are the kind of people who get their car knowledge from TikTok, and they will believe anything they see online, and they have strong opinions to the point where they will argue with you to defend their false opinions. And you know, they'll just say some stupid things like, for example, a Ford Shelby is not a Mustang. I mean, this is factually incorrect because this is literally called a Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. The Carroll Shelby is known for working with Mustang to make the Ford Mustang Shelbys we know today. Now, one more funny thing that these people tend to do is use over-the-top car jargon. Now this is when they exaggerate to the fullest and speak utter nonsense. They're just sat there spamming car keywords like torque, pistons, engine discombobulator, basically anything that just sounds sophisticated and long to confuse the girls and try to impress them by using big words that have no meaning behind them. I mean, it's so bad to the point where they will literally make up and combine words that don't exist at all. For example, they could be talking about quantum turboflex encapsulators, bruv, or like hyperbolic carbon different manifold. These people annoy me, bro. They actually aggravate me from my core. So let's move on, because this can't be good for my mental health. Alright, let's talk about person number two, the nerdy people. Actually, looking as. Now these people, they know everything when it comes to cars. They know nothing about girls. They will tell you in detail how to fully construct a combustible engine using only scraps. These guys are like Iron Man, bro. You guys seen that scene of Iron Man in that cave where he just makes the thing? Yeah, these guys are like Tony Stark. Yeah, just call these guys Iron Man. These are the kind of people who could just sit down, listen to a car and tell you exactly how many pistons there are in the car. They could probably even tell you the car model just by listening to the exhaust rev. Now, as brilliant as they sound, they do have some cons. They can be very arrogant. I mean, like very arrogant. I actually come across one of these people in my school, and oh my days, no one can survive talking to him. He will talk your ears off to the point where it traumatizes you, bro. He will go on and on about manufacturing dates of the screws and the physical logistics of the octane spoilers. You could tell he's a bit of a lonely Donny. And this guy sits there talking to his steering wheel on a weekly basis, bro. I don't know if he just loves cars or he's got schizophrenia, but it's scary, bro. Moving on. Let's talk about the third kind of people, the newbies. That's right, I'm talking about people who just started getting into cars. They're mostly young and have basic understanding and knowledge of cars. And they just know some cars that they saw in Fast and Furious, and they probably like Italian cars like Lamborghini and Ferrari, you know, the standard things. You know, these people have basic knowledge, like, you know, they could tell the difference between turbos, superchargers, or, you know, naturally aspirated engines. You know, they probably know the difference between horsepower and torque, and maybe what a V-shape engine is. You know, these kids, they just started getting into cars, and now they're seeing dreams of like fixing cars and being mechanical engineers and being a race car driver. With that being said though, they're probably going to end up hating cars in a couple of years, because as they try to make it their career, they're going to understand how difficult it is and the price to perform ratio isn't really there. With that being said though, they're probably going to end up hating cars in a couple of years time, because they're going to find out their dreams of being a mechanical engineer isn't really as simple, and it actually takes some dedication to achieve. And their childhood dream cars like Lamborghinis and Ferraris isn't really something that everyone could achieve. Number 4. We have the absolute kiddies. I'm sure this doesn't really need much explanation. We all know which types of people they are. You know, these are the kiddies that think Supras are the best car ever to exist. However, some other kids are different. They say Skylines are the best car to exist. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but people actually believe that these JDM cars have 1,000 horsepower from the factory. Some people like old JDM cars so much to the point where the love is continued until they reach adulthood. So when they finally buy a JDM car, they are hugely disappointed on why it's such an average car. I swear, man, blame Fast and Furious for ruining all these good cars in their movies. I'm sure that Supras and GTRs would be so much more cheaper if Fast and Furious use different cars. Number 5. Photographers. These people are definitely Instagram addicts. You know, they say that they need to make their Instagram an aesthetic feed, even though their pictures are taken by like a 12-year-old Android, bro. Now, why do you have motion blur on a still picture? Tell me that. All these videos that I see about car spotters look so pixelated on your Android Samsung A4. Like, am I watching real life or is this a Minecraft video, bro? Why is it so pixelated for? It's not all bad though. Even if the cameras on their phones is absolutely dog shit, we can still edit it. Something that these photographers tend to do is overly edit their pictures, so the finished product product actually ends up being worse than how it actually started off. But I will say though, some people actually know what they're doing and they make amazing car reels or like, you know, like car pages to the point where it looks amazing. But yeah, let's talk about the last kind of car lovers. Sim races. Now these people are pretty young. They have probably never touched a real steering wheel in their life. I mean, they could be amazing at racing games like, you know, Forza Horizon, Car X, or Assetto Corsa, but they can't drive a real car. If you put them in a real car, bro, they'll probably try to end up like drifting sideways through a corner, bro. I mean, these guys have like false self-confidence. Just because they could drift around in a game, they think they could handle like a real car. Like, even if you drift around in a realistic game like Assetto Corsa or Gran Turismo, you're not going to be able, the logistics aren't going to be the same in a real car. You can't compare like an F1 car to your Vauxhall Corsa, bro. People don't realize how different driving a real car is compared to a game, especially if you're used to just drifting about in a game, bro. That's not how real life works. Like, you actually have to do mirror checks and, you know, side turns and all those different procedures if you don't want to end up dying on the motorway, bro. I mean, it might be similar, but you're only using 2 or maybe 3 senses when you're driving in a sim rig compared to all 5 in real life. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I help playing these games. I mean, don't get me wrong. Playing these games might definitely help, but drifting in a Assetto Corsa doesn't mean you could do it in real life, especially in first try. You gotta remember, bro, if you crash, you can't just restart the game. You're done, mate. 2 seconds after crashing, you're gonna be sat there listening to Jesus laugh at you for dying so stupidly. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. I just hit 20 subscribers, which sounds crazy, but it's a very big achievement for me, and I just know for a fact that this channel is gonna go crazy, and I can't wait to keep supplying you guys with good content. So make sure you guys subscribe. I've said that already. Bye.